This is a tester for the Lark. I mean, if I talk into this like that, it'll probably be louder. Here we are. This is, oh, wow. Yeah, This one is all about family. And I thought it was quite appropriate to just speak candidly to the camera, not from a script, not a voiceover. It's been a long journey. And I recognize how important it is to remember and also thank God and also thank the people around me for all the things. I wanted to take this video to celebrate all that he's done in and through me in the past 5 years in this family, and just remember all of the things that he's brought me through, all of the breakthroughs, all of the hurdles, all of the obstacles, all of the blocks in my soul that he just walked through with me in community and family. Yeah, I really would not have run into these walls and these blocks if I hadn't been in community, and I wouldn't have been able to walk through them without people around me. And so this is that. Okay. This season of my life really started here. This was, wow, 7-ish years ago. I stumbled across this church. I was met by the Holy Spirit for the first time. I walked in, and I didn't really have context for this. In Hebrews it says, you can walk boldly with confidence into the throne room of God. And I experienced that on the first Sunday that I came in. Back then we used to have Monday night prayer, and we would gather in this little Connect lounge. And I remember sobbing like crazy and like not fully understanding like what was happening either. I had no context for the Spirit moving or like deliverance or any spiritual gifts. Ever since then, there's been a lot of growing, a lot of shaping. I think one of the key things that I really learned to do was to follow the Spirit and to hear his voice. Prior, it was just all word, all logic, all theology. But when I encountered him, I felt like I actually knew the person behind the word. And I've come to know his tone and his voice and his words, and it's like grown in me. And I'm very grateful that I get to walk with people that are in the same boat, learning to hear his voice, learning to hear his commands and obeying, truly banking our entire lives on his words. We have this phrase, we will not settle for anything less than the fullness of the promise of God. And that's very true. And it's inherently something that I've always longed for and wanted, even before I came to this church, but never had the words for it, never knew what was actually inside of me. I'm very grateful that we're a crazy bunch of people that love to follow God and have found life on the other side. We're not settling for anything less for ourselves, but also for one another. This physical space means a lot to me. I know all the nooks and crannies. I know where all the power outlets are. I know the dusty corners. I know this place inside and out. The fact that we're moving into a new space is like bittersweet. I just know how much God has done in this space in the past 5 years. Not even just for myself, but so much healing, so much deliverance, so much growth. This space means a lot to me. It's truly like a home.
Play louder.
Oh my gosh.
I think we'll have to press it. Is it still? Hello! Costco crew!
We're at Costco.
Hi!
This is becoming a vlog somehow.
Where is he? He's right over there. I can't zoom in. Oh, here you go. A video. I feel like they could put this in a movie.
Oh, excellent.
Just you.
It's very fishy.
Sammy. Woo! Give us your review.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a good shot.
Yeah. It's not good.
No?
3 out of 7.
Oh.
Please begin scanning. 11, 16, 99. Place order. 12, 49.
Hello. One of the things that I've learned in the past couple of years in family and community is to forgive. Growing up, I didn't know how to deal with my pain, deal with my anger, deal with my bitterness. I'm very grateful and thankful that I have people around me who have been patient with me, who have forgiven me, shown me a lot of love and care despite my stuff. Yeah, I truly wouldn't have been able to work through all of the things inside my soul and learn how to forgive if I wasn't with family, if I wasn't forced to be with people. It sounds silly because forgiveness is so central to the gospel. It's so central to what it means to follow him. I was like learning the fundamental gospel truth in community, in family. We know in theory what it means to forgive and to love one another, but I like actually experienced it. I actually got to tangibly deal with disappointment and just actually let go. It is like supernatural. It is only by the Spirit. And so if you've walked with me closely within the past couple of years, there's been forgiveness in the mix. I'm very grateful, very thankful for you. Those things wouldn't have come up and I wouldn't have been able to walk to the other side if it weren't for you. So thank you for doing this with me. Labby, what are we doing?
Your keys are inside.
We are. What are we doing? We're taking photos for a shoot for church. Video? Okay, wait. Let me get this straight. What are we doing? Fit check. So we have the thrifted rubber boots. Japanese core.
Oh,
Jacket.
wow.
Cute.
Excellent.
Like
Southwest. I don't know. I'm stuck with directions. South of us? Like Arizona, right? Arizona. Southwest would be like southwest. Are you moving it too much? Nah.
Oh, this is fine. Actually, a bit of movement's fine.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't touch that.
Yeah. Okay.
I want it to be like natural.
I think it's great.
They just do it a bit more for insurance. Really? Yupperoonies.
I remember during COVID, we were editing videos for Sunday. It was a long night. I was just really tired and I didn't know how to deal with my tiredness and honestly, all of it. I didn't know how to deal with any of it. Like, what am I doing with my life? Very confused. And I was like lying on the ground. The live stream is like playing. And I just remember, okay, I'm gonna worship. I'm gonna praise him. I'm gonna yield myself to the truth. I look back on that moment and I refer to that moment as the first time that I worshiped. Like truly worshiped. It was like worshiping him in my pain and in my tiredness, in my confusion, like truly yielding to the truth despite my circumstances. I wouldn't have reached that point if I didn't follow his call, his voice to serve, to give my life away in that season. Yeah, I'm grateful that he led me through that, and through my service, through that time during COVID when we were all locked up and confused and I was like editing videos. I didn't even know who was on the other side. When we went back into in-person church again, I was like seeing people and like meeting people that I had actually been serving for months and months and months, but I had never met before. Yeah, that was one of the most impactful moments for me. My worship, my service was never about human applause or like understanding the other side of who it would impact, but it was about following God, following his voice, obeying, and trusting that whatever he called me to would be fruitful, despite what I saw. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Chicken stock.
Oh, yeah, I remember like the first few times talking to you.
To you?
Yeah.
Where? What happened?
Like sitting in like where we have the coffee bar now.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and like I'm like I don't know, when I meet new people, I'm like, can't shut me up because I'm always like asking people everything. But since you started working at church, that's for sure one of them. Like you're just like a lot easier to engage and more open to conversation and just feeling like you don't have a weight on your shoulder. I just feel like you realize like what you always wanted was like right in front of you.
Wow. It's a late day at the office. I think one of the key things that I am learning and have learned is that I belong, regardless of what I do and my performance. No matter how far I run, no matter where I find myself, I will belong in the family of God. I will belong to him. I remember months ago hearing God's impression upon me that I will not lose you, and just agreeing with him no matter where life takes me, no matter how far I go, I won't be lost. I will always have him, and no matter where I go, I will always find the family of God. And this church has really shown me that. I've done a lot for this church, but that hasn't actually been the qualifier for me to belong. And I think learning to receive that and to let go of the performance and paying the cost to belong and all of it, I find like real enjoyment. I find real life. I find that I'm free from needing to earn my way in, and like I can actually be who God has created me to be in family. Like I can die to the expectations that I think are upon me or that I think others have on me. And last year during my birthday, I received a word from a friend. I would experience joy this past birthday. Well, I don't know, I'm still experiencing it, but I didn't think it was possible. I think I'd hit like a really big roadblock, who I was, how I belonged in family, and what I could offer on the table and relationships and everything. But a year and a bit later, I think it's very like God really did his work. I've experienced joy. I'm like laughing. I enjoy life. I enjoy making things. I enjoy being with people. I enjoy my relationships in a way that isn't transactional and isn't dependent on other people's performance. I'm fully received, and I can also fully receive others. I've been set free. Been set free from the way that I was raised and how I grew up in my childhood of transaction and expectation and wanting this and wanting that, and it's all just died away. I'm very grateful that God has led me through, and it took me 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. But now that I'm transitioning out and walking away from this dream job that I always used to say, I used to say that this was a job where I felt like I was in family and just like doing chores and somehow getting an allowance. But now, following God's voice into whatever he's leading me into, and I don't exactly know what it looks like, and it's scary, but I know he has me, and I know I have him, and I think that's all that matters. I think knowing him is all that matters. Yeah, I think I've learned that.